Hey guys, um, I probably should make a video about the um, the quilts that I'm making because a few people have asked and I haven't really discussed it. But yeah, this is my new one. I've started a couple days ago, and it's gonna be basically pinks and red and just kind of not not really what do you call it, like a kind of a here and there color, not as what's the word, I don't even know the word. It's not as in it's not as the other one. The last one was a little bit more like of a pattern. So this one, I don't know if you guys saw the last one. I know I hold on, I'm on my bad day. I'm in bed. I'm on my back, my back massager heater. Hey Megan, what's up? So yeah, you guys, a couple of people have asked me, and I figured sooner or later I'd make a video. So I'm really not prepared for this, but I thought I was going over my on my page on Facebook, and I know that a couple people don't understand what the quilt. The first of all, this is like my the green and orange one is my first one for anybody that is going through chemo that's a child. And hold on, my recycling is gonna go tipping down. So what it is it's my first one. I've made four of them for for me or family members, and I decided after I saw a friend, their child. Uh, I could not be a donor match for them. So I decided after I watched a friend's child die that I thought, when you go to chemo, you get really cold. So I thought it might be comforting if I can do something along the lines like that to try to just to try to comfort a couple people if they are going through, chemo. Not for anything else. It's not for that I support this or that. I mean, obviously I support organ donors, blood donors, whatever. But this so the quilt thing started off as I promised a friend when he had leukemia that I would help, and I've always been trying to do that. Except when I go to give blood, they give me a deferral letter to the year 2020 whatever, because I have signs and symptoms of MS. So I don't know why they banned me, but I promised him that I would donate blood and platelets. And so if I'm not able to do that, I'm trying to give back in a little way. So the first quilt for cancer, it's only one quilt. You guys on Facebook think it's two quilts, but it's not two quilts. It's just one. And let me show you. Um, I have to actually. I wanted to make it right so you can carry it in the a kid that's going for. Hey Lisa, a kid that's going through for chemo can carry this in a bag, bring it from home, right? And it's and they can, it's like a comfort thing. So that's my first one, and no, I don't know who I'm going to give it to. So I want to make a few, and then as people need them, overnight them or second day, whatever it is, and just send them right out. But the first one, I yeah. So people are like, well, I want one, and I want one. Well, it's not like that, and I feel bad if you're going through anything like that. But these are for kids, and that's just my way of giving back. I love stuff that certain. I do not agree with the Susan Komen Foundation. The 3 day walk for breast health. You have to raise a certain amount of money to do that. And I can't sew on a button. I was in a coma, believe it or not, for 11 days, way back at 19 years ago in 1999. And I was on the beach. My family, they live on the beach. They took me in and they sat me on the beach, and I couldn't hand coordinate. No Susan moment is a rip. Yeah, I don't like. I get sidetracked by the comments. I'm horrible at it. But anyway, yeah, I sat on the beach and I could not feed myself. I couldn't, I was crapping my pants and I was basically a vegetable. Susan Komen is horrible, absolutely horrible. And I've always done what is it called? The Relay for Life. There used to be different names through the American Cancer Society. I've always volunteered, whether I got to work at the medical tent because I know first aid and what I well CPR. And I've always done things like that and given back. And it's funny, somebody reported my a couple weeks ago my picture about the Boston Marathon. The year before that, you guys don't know this. It's not a joke or anything. The year before that, I was at the medical tent working. So there was a joke about it because my friends had thought that I had I was there that day, and so that's. I'm not saying what happened was a joke, but people see my funny or goofy or silly pictures, and they don't understand the joke. They don't get it, or they'll see a video and think you're an asshole, you're racist, and it's just like when you see a sliver of something and you see it in the wrong. Out of context, it makes me look like Chris. You were really a fucking asshole, but I'm not. Let me read you guys' comments. So let me show you. So the first one, I don't know who's gonna get it. But yeah, so I'm on my second one though. I'm psyched. I only started it a few days ago. Somebody asked me, how long does it take one? Well, I wanted this one to fit not only in a bag, but to fit somebody from their neck to their feet when they're going through chemo because you get friggin' cold. And so I'm not really sure about the dimensions yet, but this one I started a year ago and I didn't really work on it. I worked on it here and there, and I didn't put I didn't multitask. I didn't put my heart and soul. I didn't bring with it, I didn't bring it with me to work. I would, do it when I'm very, very bored. But now, last couple days, I've been doing it everywhere I can find a free minute. So, let me show you. So I'm going to take it out of here. I've got to I measured the dimensions. It's smaller than a twin size blanket, but I don't know how many. The thing is, what I need to do now is find out how many squares, so I know, about how many squares I'm going to need. But now I'm starting to figure out how many yards of fabric make how many, squares, and figure it out and try to do it in the fastest possible way. So I wanted this to be able to fit in like this, almost like a sleeping bag. You'd probably tie a rope around it, but it's in one of these little, recycling bags. So it's not two quilts. Anybody that saw me on my page on Facebook, you guys are like, your quilts are nice, but there's only one. It's just a flip side reverse. You can flip it over. And kids are going to be kids. They're going to spill stuff on it. This is not like your grandmother's quilt. This is a quilt you take. If you're going on a four-wheeler and you're cold, you bring this with you, If you're going camping and you want to get dirt on it, I mean, it's not a quilt that you want to cherish. I mean, it's like a quilt that you feel comfortable with, and yet don't worry if you get it friggin' dirty, because that's what it's made for, is to get dirty. So the outside of this it's actually pretty freaking big. I just ordered 5 lint brushes. I'm too lazy to go to Sam's Club. Locks of Love's sales that, yeah, I've heard that my friend donated. It wasn't Locks of Love. She donated in my sister's name. What was it called? I think it's L'Oreal or Pantene. Maybe it is. Pantene has like a hair donating. They make the wigs and they don't charge people to do that. So anyway, I don't know who it's going to, but this one's, most definitely, probably for a boy. It's green and camo. It's pretty freaking big. It is really, really long, and it's giant. I mean, this is the length, so I'm going the wrong way. I don't want to get it on the floor, though, but yeah, it's pretty freaking giant. And so the other side, it's not a whole different quilt. It looks like it's a whole different quilt when I lay it down and take a picture, but check it out on this side. So it's like that. And the next one's not going to be like that. It's going to be, I don't want to put that away. I want to measure. But the next one's not going to be like that at all. It's going to be riffraff, kind of, not, I don't really want it to be, I want to make it fast, and I want to do the same way. I don't do any of it on the sewing machine, but in order to do that, I just want to be able to put whatever square goes wherever, and just try to belt it out fast. So this is the real test. I've only been doing this one for maybe 2 days now. So first of all, it requires me taking, buying yards of fabric and using a template that's glass and measuring 5 by 5 squares. And then so we get. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll kind of show you the process. Hold on a second. Let me find my cord. This phone dies. I'm sorry. All right, let me show you. So this is what happens. Chris goes out and I just say I'll buy a bunch of fabric. So this is the 3 colors in this one. I'm not sure if I want to add a splash of purple or not. I'm starting to like it just the way it is. But here's all my fabric, and I cut them all in little squares, as you can see. Um, and yes, I separate the colors. So there is a bottom and a top, and I'm trying not to, clump up the colors and mix them up a lot. But so that's, first of all, I buy all the fabric, I cut it myself, which is backbreaking. I've already had the little, you won't get bored doing that, I know, right? I've already had the little, excuse me, the plastic thing that you measure on and the little Fisker wheel that you cut the fabric on. I don't like that. I'm so old school. I cut out one fabric at a time and one piece at a time. And then, yeah, so those are my little squares. And I take 2 squares and how can I show you? I take 2 squares and I put them into, I sew them together. Then I put them inside out and put a little puff of just polyester filling. And so these are all my squares unsewn together. And so, believe it or not, in a couple of days, I've got a couple bags full of all puffs that I filled. And so I'm really getting another thing too. Where are we? Over here. Where am I going? I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I did with. Okay. These are all. Some of them I sew up extra tight. I know it takes time. My goodness, I couldn't do it. Well, I'm trying to fly through these to see how long does it take. So I'm starting to do my ends and my corners already. I mark the corner with a little safety pin. So I got a bag full of corners, which are kind of doubly sewn. So none of the stuffing falls out on the very edges. So yeah, I've got a giant bag full of these already, and so this is how far I got so far on just this one. I'm amazed that if I really put my mind to it and stay off of Facebook a little bit, I'm amazed at how fast it's going along. So yeah, so this would be the bottom, and that would be the top. So what do you guys? I don't know if you guys can see. It's so maybe the way the light is. It's kind of like a. Would you make me want? People have asked me. People have said I want to buy them. No, it would defeat my purpose. I just want to make them for a kid that's going on hand. So if somebody says, "Hey, Chris, I know somebody that needs one," I can say, "Okay, well, give me their name and then I'll mail it." But right now, I'm like trying to, because already a couple of people have mentioned, "Well, I know someone. I know someone." Well, I can't even keep up with, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, the first person that wanted one has a they know a kid that's a girl, and I'm like, well, this quilt is for a boy. I mean, now don't get me wrong though. I mean, obviously there are some girls that like lime green and camo, but yeah. So, but yeah, I don't. And there are a couple of people out there that like, oh, well, I like to buy one. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sell quilts and make money. I want to do something nice for other people. So that's that. So I don't know. Hopefully, I didn't bore you guys. I just wanted to. You're doing great for doing it for kids. Bless their hearts. I know there's another help me clean up my living room, and I don't know what they did with them. There's another fundraiser that I love, and it's coming up, and so I need. Hold on, I don't know. Are they in here? Crap, I might have to dig them out of wherever they're at. Is that one? Nope, it's not. Anyway, this is kind of an example. Where are they? I posted on my Facebook last year. There's an awesome fundraiser through a local hospital, and it's called Kites for Cancer. And so I love that. A lot of times families will show up, a mom and a dad, or 2 moms or 2 dads or whatever, and they've got more kids. You need like one adult per kite flying kid. Hey, come on. So it's nice to volunteer for stuff like that because a lot of times there's two parents and more than two kids, and everybody wants to fly a kite. And you ever fly a kite with a kid? You got to be right up their butt. You got to be like, and then plus you don't want them crashing into somebody. So we do it on the beach because obviously there's plenty of room. And so that's coming up in a couple weeks. I don't know the exact date. Oh, keep the tabs. I was saving my beer tabs for years and years for somebody that had dialysis, and then Valerie, and then she died. So I said, well, I don't know who to give them to, so I stopped saving them. But if honestly, if you look, I found my favorite cleaning aid. Yep, I've been cleaning everything. Coca-Cola cleans it all. I'm not even playing. What is in that can? That's a little creepy. You know what I can't stand? People that throw stuff in your trash, like a half a can of Coke. Who does? Have you ever taken the freaking trash out? You don't want to carry that to the trash. I don't know. I'm very annoyed lately. I'm finding myself just doing stress sewing. Oh, I love you, Chris. Tell me who to listen. I will save all the beer tabs. Just tell me where to send them, or who to send them for, and I will. I will definitely do that. But I had to come on here and tell you guys, show you guys what I'm doing, and try to explain it a little bit, because I don't think people like understand that, like what my thing. I think people think I on my Facebook page, I'm out there thinking they're probably thinking that I'm out there wanting money and stuff. And no, I don't want money. I pay for the stuff out of the kindness of my heart. I'm not gonna ask people for money for something that I'm trying to do nice for somebody else. That'd be stupid. So no, I don't want money, and I don't want to make money. I just want to do something nice. So I hope you guys like my new quilt. I'll keep you guys updated. It's lousy. I can't update a video on YouTube with a picture. I'll keep in touch about the tabs. Love you, Chris. Yes, please let me know. Don't save them. I can remember throwing them away. We saved them for like a year after my friend had died. Valerie died, and I'm saving all these cans. And my ex girlfriend said, "Chris, what are we supposed to do with all these tabs? You've got a big fat tin of them." And I thought, I don't know, So we didn't know anybody that would need them. And it's funny too, because you go through the habit once you take your tab off. Every time you take your tab off and you fling it in a little thing, and you're so used to doing it that you forget that you even do it anymore. So now it's a habit, exactly. Like, I've done it. I've done it. That you can still do that to help somebody. So I will definitely do that, because you guys have seen all the beverages that Chris can consume. You know it. You know it, and I know it. So yeah, I'm really psyched that already I'm starting to. There's a pretty big chunk in that already. So I'm psyched to see some progress, and I update you guys. But people are asking questions, and yeah. So far, if somebody does know a boy that would like a camo green quilt, they've got to be going through chemo. It can't be, well, I know somebody that's this or that. The quilt that's to keep them warm during chemotherapy. So it's only for that, and it's not for a giant big adult. It's not for a big kid. It's for a little kid, like maybe a 10-year-old. I don't know. After a while, I might make them smaller, um, like a little throw, or something for a smaller kid. But for now, that was a big one. I don't know how. I'm gonna go measure how many squares it was one way and how many the other way, and how many in the whole thing. But definitely this one's gonna be smaller, because that one was really kind of, it fit me. It fit me if I'm sitting on chemo, sitting down. What I did was I just sat at a chair, and who's Mama? What's going on? Gotta give my pit bull a bath. I'm gonna try to listen to the internet. I love you, Mama. I was just explaining my quilt, Mama. Take a look. Here's my newest one. There's the bottom of it, and there's the top. Da-na-na. My green one is done. I'm psyched about that, and I don't know who it's going to. I had a funny feeling. I've already had a friend's son. I don't want to say child. That went through chemo twice, and I had just had a weird, almost like a premonition that I might need it for somebody, and maybe him, who knows. And I hope that doesn't come true. I hope he doesn't end up needing it. But that was my original intention, was to, if he got cancer again. He's just a little kid. And, kids take things with them. I've seen the Dana Farber cancer hospital. I've seen kids. They bring people even bring bears in and give them bears, but kids will want to bring bears from home, and it's uh, it's just something to make a person feel a little more comfortable, I guess. I went to my local hospital though a few years ago, and I asked them if I could do something nice. I said, "Could I drive people to their chemo?" And they said, "No, absolutely not, because you're a liability if it's done through through the hospital." I says, "Why can't you just give them a card or my name and my number if somebody needs help?" And they're like, "We can't do that." And I was mad because my friend had died. My friend Paula, Paula Cody, her sister works. She died of breast cancer, and I went through her chemo with her. And her sister even works in oncology, and her sister's like, "Chris, you can't do anything." I said, "Can I make blankets?" She says, "No, because they're not sterilized." And I guess then they hand you a blanket from the autoclave, and it's nice and warm and toasty. Okay, but are you really gonna tell? I've seen women bring in purses, and I've seen people bring in things from home. Are you really gonna tell a little kid, well, they can't bring their quilt from home to their chemo? Well, they're fighting for their life. They're probably gonna puke on the quilt. The quilts are not made beautifully. Like, the sewing is not perfect at all. If you look, it's just put together very sturdily, so they can probably, two brothers can get in a tug of war with it and fight, and it's not gonna rip. Um, that's how I started making quilts. Was I had a bigger girlfriend, right? And she had a little baby blanket, but it was a little baby blanket. I mean, it was from when she was little. Well, it started after 20 fucking some odd years. It's starting to get very frayed. So she was bigger, and she was laying down at night, and Skinny Chris, right? My little chicken legs. I get cold, and I ripped the blanket out from underneath her, and I heard, and it ripped, and there was a sound in her. She was sleeping. She was a sound sleep, right? And all of a sudden, she gives me the look like, "You ripped my blanket." They're all made with love, and that's what counts. Yeah, I mean, it's like something that you can get it dirty. It's not beautifully, the sewing is totally. Let me try to show you some of these stitches. It's not perfect. Look, and before I send it, obviously I'm gonna lint roller it. I if I should wash it first or not. I'm sure maybe somebody when they get it are gonna want to wash it just to make it perfect. But the stitches are not beautiful. It's not perfect, but I mean, on the outside from a distance, does it look great? But no, it's not. It's not perfect, but it is. It's made with love, and I just want to do something nice for somebody that really that needs it. What really what lit a fire under my ass was right around Christmas time, Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving. Right around Thanksgiving, a little local boy from Maine, he was on the news, and all he wanted for Christmas was Christmas cards from all over the place, and he loved penguins. So I mailed him a card for Thanksgiving. Something just said, grab this kid a penguin Thanksgiving card, and he was expected to make it through Christmas, and that's what he wanted for Christmas. He wanted cards from everywhere. Well, I mailed him that Thanksgiving card, and he died a few days after that. And I thought, if I didn't send that card and I waited for Christmas, he would have never got his card. You know what I mean? So you don't know. I mean, the doctors can tell you, well, you've got 5 months to live or 4 months to live, but they don't know. They really don't know. They're giving you whatever fucking advice they think. And it's just, I don't know. Cancer is a big thing with me. I've seen so many people die. It's heartbreaking. I would love to sit here and make quilts for anyone out there going through any type of treatment, dialysis or anything, blood transfusions. But in order to do it quickly and fast, I can't make a giant king size quilt like I usually make. It's gonna have to be small, and hopefully it'll be comforting. It'll be nice. If I could look back and think, well, if I had a quilt and I wanted to mail it to that kid, it'd be nice to have a quilt on hand, be caught up, you know what I mean, to have a few that are like on standby. So that way, if I see an article or somebody says, Chris, I know a person that would be perfect for your quilt, I can say, okay, give me their address, and then boom, mail it away. So that's what I want to do. So that is the whole thing. I would need a king size one. I've someday I will show you guys. I've made 3 or 4 of. I made a beach sand one, beach sand in pink with shells on it. I made a camo one. It was in my other bedroom, a camo and tan one. And what else? And the other one, yeah, my first one was to replace my girlfriend. Remember, I ripped it. She, uh, I made it all blue with stars on it. It was cute. I found the awesomest fabric with light blue stars, and it was dark blue and light blue. Strange light over there. Well, it might be Zorg. I've never seen a light over my neighbor's house, so that's really weird. Anyway, um, yeah, so I don't know. Want to go get the mail? Let's go. Want to go for a walk and get the mail? I hate leaving you guys when you come on here because some of you guys, honestly, don't. You're not on Facebook. You're only on, YouTube, and some of the Facebookers are only on Facebook and not on YouTube. So I hate coming on here and, and just leaving you and being like, okay, I'm out here. So I'll go for a walk with you and show you our weather too. You might as well see. I'm so psyched though, really. Like, to be honest with you, I'm so really, really, really psyched about that quilt. I'm amazed that I got that much progress done in a couple days. I think I posted a picture of my the start of it on. I don't even know if I posted a picture of me starting it. I know I posted a picture of the quilt. Wait a minute. Rotated device. Facebook does have a lot of drama, and I don't like the ganging up groups and hatred. I don't mind somebody coming on YouTube and we have a difference of opinion. That's fine. It's gonna happen. I get it. But if somebody comes on and wants to, who's Johnny? Oh, hello, Johnny Lee. If somebody wants to come on and bully, anybody that I'm friends with or me, just go away. I'm not for that. So I noticed that, I don't get it so much on YouTube. I get it a lot on Facebook. So I have been a little less, I don't know how to say it, but I've been a little less on Facebook. But I've also been really. Somebody asked me, how long does it take to make a quilt? And I thought, let me put my heart and soul and try to do it as fast as I can. If I'm on the phone, I'll keep the quilt at my feet and I will. Man, my back is killing me today. So I've been keeping the quilt at my feet and just, doing. Wow, it's warm out. Just doing a little bit here and there as I go on YouTube and as hey guys, I don't know why it did that, but I got the mail right. Yeah, FTD. Maria's birthday's coming up, so it's like happy birthday, la 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 la. Do you want to send somebody something? I'm not sure. All right, so yeah, look what I got. I got my North Face catalog. How about that? It's springtime. The North Face catalog. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that duffel bag. All right, so I want to tell you what's really, 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 really cool. As you can see, I've got, it says bird right there. Yep, I got this month's Scentbird, la la leela. If you guys have been following me, you can join Scentbird, right? It's like 15 bucks a month. You can get perfume or cologne and switch it up. Doesn't have to be one or the other. But you're also entitled to get other things too. So I'm really not so sure if I'm satisfied about my first two Scentbirds. If you guys have been watching me, let me show you what I got for my first two Scentbirds. Actually, I got more. I got three Scentbirds. One was the perfume that I really, really like, and it reminds me of my sister, and it's called Bamboo. And I thought when I saw it on Scentbird that it was the same thing, but no, it was Bamboo by Gucci, and it smelled like a hooker. So I ended up buying this, spraying my pillows and stuff. So I would think, oh well, there's my sister. I would think about her. This is an awesome. If you really want to get a sexy perfume for yourselves, ladies, you tell your husbands, give me some Bamboo, but it's got to be from Frank, Franck, Frank Olivier. Not, don't buy the Gucci one that Scentbird has because it smells like rah. Here's the one. Here's them in. First of all, you get your initial thing, and then they give you like a cardboard thing for everyone after that. But this is the Gucci, and do not buy the Gucci Bamboo. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So, definitely not a scent that I want to. This is something that I would put in my toilet. But let me show you my first other couple of months. Let me show you what Scentbird looks like. I ended up buying an extra container holder thingy majiggy, an orange one. I thought it would be like orangey, but not orangey. So your first one comes like this. Oh no, that's the orange one I got. And what you do is, does it even say it says Scentbird on it? What you do is you turn it, and there's your cologne. So 1 month I got Burberry, my Burberry Black. That smells alright. And so it's like $15 for an extra metal tube. And I think they send you one every 6 or 12 months. And so this is the very first scent I got, and so it comes in a black little thing that you just go like that. It's very cute. And to take it out or to switch containers, this is my Burberry Brit. It smells pretty good. It's not a bad, none of them are really bad except for that bamboo. That bamboo, did I just get myself? That bamboo needs to go in the bathroom though. That's not a scent that I want to smell. Surely. Yeah, I like that one. I like that Burberry. So yeah, so you can sign up your boyfriend, right, or husband. You can sign them up for Father's Day in June, or sign yourself up in May, right? But here's the thing. Sign yourself up. You can use it along with your boyfriend. You can alternate, or husband, and you. You say you need a new scent, and he does. Just switch it up. But there's another thing. They also allow you this. So I'm not having any real luck with the scents. The scents are okay. What was that? Oh, that was me. I'm like, what is that vibration? Maria Matthew's live now. Maria Matthew, where are you? So here's my my Scentbird. This is what I opted for instead of cologne this month. So I'm curious to see. Ooh, ah. This is not fun. Open. Open up. Okay. Ta-da. Ooh, looks like Happy Birthday, Chris. It's kind of cute. The way it's wrapped up like this. And it's wrapped up even more. This is some nice wrapping paper. Alright. So, I wasn't sure what it was going to look like. But we shall see together. Excuse me. It's hot out. I should probably open the window. So, alright. Now, so I ended up getting Earl Grey and Blackberry. I got a candle instead of cologne, right? Cologne will last a lot longer, right? I mean, I live in a town where there's Yankee Candle, but I'm kind of sick of the, ooh, this smells good. I don't know how you open this. There's a little knob up top. Am I doing it wrong? Does it tell you how to open it? Burn instructions. Super cozy Earl Grey lush blackberry brewed to perfection. Place on a stable temperature safe surface. Trim wick a 1/4 inch prior to lighting. Do not burn for more than 3 to 4 hours at a time. Container will be hot when candle is lit. This candle is only approximate burn time is 40 hours. So that's not a lot. That's not a lot of time. Net weight 5.6 ounces, and yeah, you can see on the bottom it says Scentbird. Scentbird there too. I don't want to. Oh, here we go. I don't want to hurt myself. So it looks like it's already trimmed. It honestly smells like Earl Grey tea. You ever take a cup of tea before you add any sugar or milk? Maybe Earl Grey and milk. It's white. And it smells different. It doesn't smell like blackberry, though. It just smells like tea. It's my freaking tea candle. Leave me alone. Look at this chick. She don't look too happy. Where are we? She's climbing up. So her boyfriend's probably sitting there at the top smoking a fatty. Yep. Oh, that chick's got a camel toe. That's nice. Yeah. Fernanda Maciel. Is she a model? I don't know what these women are here. She looks like she's on the rag. Like mad at her husband throwing chocolate at him. Fuck you, I don't like Kit Kat. I've had a girlfriend once that said, I don't like chocolate. See ya. Who doesn't like chocolate? Who doesn't like chocolate? That's just, that's, now you guys can, yeah, you can unsubscribe. I'm good, and how are you? Johnny Lee, what's going on? I'm going to light this. I'm going to light this bad boy up, see what happens. It says tea time on it. It's tea time. I don't know if I should light it before bed, though. I know I'm going to fall. I know if I light this, I'm going to fall asleep. And then my cat will probably run by it. So I think I'm not going to do it. But I don't know the candle smells because, yeah. So, all right. I'm going to go open my windows. So, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. How do I stop this thing? I have no idea. Maria Matthews live now. Maria Matthews live. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Johnny. Bye. Who else is here? Mama. La la lila. I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to stop this video. Oh, yes.